'Twas a night before Gratum, with Blasthaven news. The last boats were mooring, and with them the crews. The tables were set in the castle's great hall, with trim Archmage Nicholas set for the ball. The dark elves brought crops in baskets to cook. Liquidians set up their portable brook, and Cyclodon gnomes and stout orcish swabs joined bulldorks and pixies in party prep jobs. When out from the Sanfé arose a rope ladder, as rope elves arrived with their bean brew cake batter. And from a great tent smiled each sun-phobic friend. Colovian vampires and changelings attend. Neoka, once flat, raised into a new town, and each found a suit or a vest or a gown. But what monstrous beast did impress on the scene but Mama Peroda and her boa string bean? With a well-shaken passenger still on the pet, her +1 off Moonridge, not settled quite yet. Then Academy banners came over the hill, announced Fompot Winklebaum, voice high and shrill. Now Slicejaw, now Fletchney, now Cozy and Banjo, on Cutter, on Geode, Locani and Teo. From the top of the Jiltrin to the top of the cap, to Moss Point with gifts covered in paper wrap. As magic before the new festival flies, with new prentice casting their dancing light tries. So open the trade road to Rivercrest far, with Blasthaven sending fresh fish caviar. And then with a squish came the sewer folk up, led by the sage Mason hungry to sup. As the Yetis skied in bearing sweet-flavored ice, another surprise group made each guest look twice. This new group was dressed for a battle, it seemed. From helmets and swords and their dark armor gleamed, a bundle of casters and archers in back. 'Twas the villains, all seemingly poised for attack. There stood side by side the hero's worst fear. From Yogzu with zombies to Victor were here. Grim Bafra and Chandaj's army and all. Mandabark, worse, he brought back the doll. The party grabbed weapons, anything close at hand. Whatever the evil, they'd protect the land. It seemed that poor Gether would be surely undone. Then King Gratum's voice boomed o'er everyone. My friends, despair not, 'twas a part of the show. He held up the Veritas crystal's blue glow. A wink of his eye as he placed the large gem. Illusions of villains changed down to the hem. The war drums changed rhythms, more fitting a dance, as swords became lutes and sweet songs grew from chants. No villains these were, no need for the guards. 'Twas an army of minstrels, musicians, and bards. They sprang into song and the continent cheered, and Nicholas smiled most through his flowing white beard. The Archmage exclaimed, to start the fest right, Happy fest, moss to all, find or be a good night.